Welcome to A Course in Business Miracles. This is Heather Dominick, creator of BusinessMiracles.com and founder and leader of the highly sensitive entrepreneur movement. Join me today for some genuine practical assistance and a business-altering and life-changing experience, a business miracle. This is A Course in Business Miracles, episode number 20, Productive Prosperity, Part 3. Small steps produce considerably huge results. Listen to today's episode to learn how, as a highly sensitive entrepreneur, you can learn to be more prosperous and more productive with the final part 3 of this special 3-part podcast series, The Inner and Outer Approach to Productive Prosperity. And that brings us to part 3. Staying consistent, and that small steps produce considerably huge results. So even the smallest action can be what is needed to move you on to considerably huge results and great wealth. The smallest action, because everything counts. Every act counts. Every act defines your next world. The universe is one huge, humongous chain reaction. Every action counts. So if you take into that truth into consideration, every action counts, then to support yourself in really receiving the best results from that truth is that don't try to do something. When you try to do something, the universe will try to give you results. Remember the formula of creation formula. Be, think, speak, do. It's not be, think, speak, try. It's be, think, speak, do. Set out to do it or not to do it, but don't try to do it. When you do something with a resolve that it will be done, not like it may work out, but just that it will work out, the universe will honor that resolve and it will give back to you with its own resolve. Now, again, you might need to go to plan B or C or D or take that detour, go over that mountain or cross that river. But if you start something, you're like, well, maybe this will work. I don't know. Well, I guess I'll try it. This has never really worked for me before. Then that is what you will get. So when it comes to your business, the universe will honor the resolve. It will give back to you with its own resolve what you set up to support you in being in action. And that's why we have tools like the 30-day plan. Every piece of the system is meant to fit together with the other pieces. The tools are meant to fit together like pieces to a puzzle. So, for example, you use a tool like the order form to the universe to create clarity. You use BTT to then transform the limiting beliefs that are identified through the OFTU. You transform the belief through the BTT, and then you script to affirm that new belief. And then you bring that energy into the 30-day plan. And the 30-day plan is designed to give you doable steps. Because one of the things that I discovered, especially when I was first starting off in business, is that I could get overwhelmed so quickly by trying to do it all at once. Or I would just get flooded with all of these ideas, because that's the power of being creative, right? As an entrepreneur, you have the ability to just like go hog wild with all of your awesome ideas. But I would put this pressure on myself. And going back to our activation at the beginning of this teaching call, I would see my to-do list and I would start to hyperventilate. So I recognized that I needed to have support in just staying focused on what was right in front of me and allowing that to be enough. And I don't mean allowing it to be enough and is like, okay, so we just stay small. What I mean is that a tool like the 30-day plan allowed me to acknowledge and to celebrate those small steps. And from being able to focus, being able to take those immediate steps with certainty, with a high level of energy, celebrating the success of those steps led me into next steps and next steps more quickly. So I was going from what was immediately in front of me to great results at an accelerated rate. And that is the power of the 30-day plan. So whether this is something, again, that may be a tool that you've used before, but you've lost track of, or you downloaded it and you're like, oh, that's really pretty. But then it's just sort of like, slipped off behind your desk somewhere. Or maybe it's something that you've never looked at. I want to go through the pieces of this tool because it's an absolute imperative tool. It keeps you focused and productive just 30 days at a time. It's the power of chunking down time. And when you are moving through a tool like the 30-day plan with a high energy, as we've been talking about, then you're actually able to create more that much more quickly. And that helps quiet that part of the ego mind that wants to say, 30 days? What, are you kidding? Come on. Like, that's not enough. Like, what? Like, let's talk like big picture, big vision. Where am I going? Where am I going to be in December? Where am I going to be in 2015? Where am I going to be next year? The way you're going to get successfully to December next year is one step at a time. One highly aligned action step at a time. So let's go through the power of this tool. We're looking at that first and foremost, you're identifying your business's dire need. So that ideas and actions, or ideas that you want to take action on but aren't necessarily in support of your business's dire need, you can put those aside for now. Not forever, but for now. So what is your business's dire need? And what's your intended due date? And I just prefer that phrasing versus deadline. Deadline makes me my heart palpitates. Due date is like, oh, okay, it's intended to be completed by this date. And then what is your monthly goal? What is the main goal in 30 days that's going to serve that dire need? And then you identify actions and you assign a descriptive word to each action. So rather than just send emails and then you go frantically into sending emails, maybe you put calmly send emails to prospective clients. And then you take those actions and you break them down into your weekly list. So you're identifying actions to happen week by week rather than a big old smush of what's supposed to happen in 30 days. And then here's a key piece of the 30-day plan, which is the role of the universe. What do you want to hand over to the universe? Because it just feels like so big or so daunting to you, and you just need the universe to hold it. And then also part of the 30-day plan is the long-term list. And this is a saving grace for me and something that I use all the time. And it's a place where all of those awesome, massive, fabulous, creative entrepreneurial ideas can live, all of those massive, fabulous, awesome entrepreneurial ideas that have nothing or in no way will support my immediate dire need, will they live in the long-term list? I know that either I'm going to get to them at some point and there's a container for them, or when it comes time to look at moving an item from the long-term list to a 30-day plan, I might decide that, you know what, that's not so important anymore. That doesn't make sense anymore. But there's a place for it to live rather than having it distract me and pull me off course. And then also in the 30-day plan, you address lower level energies. You're taking a look at what beliefs are coming up about your ability to create your goal, your 30-day goal. And then that's where you go and put the BTT to work. And you can ask for solutions, ask for help from your higher self, from the universe, God, spirit, source, and identify the solutions that you need help with. And then you activate your inner coach. You call on your inner energy to support you in being able to be in a state of certainty. And then you'll identify inspired actions. Everything that you have, quote unquote, to do will suddenly become like, all right, cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. This is fun. Or maybe I'm not doing cartwheels, but it's doable. Next step, next step, next step. And then, of course, the final part is to just celebrate. I am a big supporter of what I like to refer to as 5 daily yays. And it's so important that you are consistently in celebration, because then you're able to keep taking the next step and the next step and the next step towards your goal. And the next step will always reveal itself, especially when you utilize tools to support you in being able to see that next step, rather than getting mired in confusion from a state of fear or a state of worry or doubt. The main purpose or message of this teaching call is to stop reacting and to start creating. Your business is not in control of you. You design your business. You create your life. That is the law of cause and effect. And when you work one baby-inspired step at a time, and you take action on the closest opportunity coming from a state of certainty, what will be revealed to you are unseen opportunities that you can't even see right now, opportunities that you can't even conceive of right now. And that's how the next step goes to the next step, to the next step, and pretty soon you're up that escalator into accelerated results. So as we get ready to wrap, just do a recap here. We focused on 3 parts to really being able to understand just how to be more prosperous by being more productive. Step 1, energetic state of being. Step 2, tools to connect your energy with your actions. And step 3, staying consistent. Small steps produce considerably huge results. And remember that what you are able to receive is a direct result from how you participate in what you receive. The ultimate number 1 success ingredient is personal and energetic responsibility. Receive, study, implement, ask. Repetition is key. Listen to this recording over and over and over again. You are the designer of your business. You are the creator of your life.
Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed this episode of A Course in Business Miracles. If you're ready to learn how to use your highly sensitive abilities to support you in being purposeful, profitable, and empowered rather than scattered, poor, and undervalued, take my free self-quiz to find out if you are indeed a highly sensitive entrepreneur. And if you are, along with your quiz results, you'll receive my free HSE Success Guide, which will teach you how to have your highly sensitive abilities working for you to create the results you desire in your business. Take the quiz and receive your free success guide now at www.hsequiz.com.